Hey guys, I know it's been a long time since I've recorded a video, and there's been a lot of changes. So I thought I'd take you outside with me. I've been having a lot of problems with, matter of fact, it hasn't been a long time since I've recorded a video. I've recorded a lot of video, but I have not had a computer and a working computer, that will produce video effectively. Second of all, I have moved to Alabama, and I'm sure most of you, if you follow me very closely on Google, most of you know that I have moved. And if you didn't, well, I'm letting you in on the secret. It's not a secret anymore. So I am down in East Central Alabama and in the country, and I couldn't be happier. Now, that being said, it does pose a few challenges. First of all, this property, it's a 3-acre piece of property, and I'm living here with a friend of mine and my girlfriend as well. And our goal is to, you'll get to meet her. She's a sweetheart, and I know you're all going to fall in love with her. We're working on some neat, interesting things. We will probably do an official, hey, howdy do video at some point, but we're working on some real interesting things with the World for Change TV, and also with here on the personal channel. But what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to start to do a little bit more vlogging, if you will. We're going to keep it right here on my personal channel, and I'm going to continue to maintain do-it-yourself projects and all of the good gardening stuff and things that we like to do for fun, but and to feed our family and to be sustainable. But you know, I just don't want to worry so much about the production quality of it. I just want to give you, hey, let you know what I'm doing and give you my ideas, and if you like it, great. If you don't, tell me what I should do different. And so I'm going out for a walk here just to kind of show you around and show you what we have to work with. That's the power washer I've been using on those things. If you know what those things are, then you're probably happy for me, or maybe should give me a bunch of advice and tell me to leave them alone. But I've already got them cut out. This is going to be for rainwater catchment. This is Jerry's. Jerry, you'll hear his name a lot more. He's the guy that owns the property, and we're all working together to make this piece of property self-sufficient. I've already cut this IBC container apart, and both of them are going to be grow beds. I'll talk about that later. And this is a fish tank, and it's all covered up now, but I do have a lid cut out of that already as well. This is a screen we've been using to screen and filter. Again, I've been shooting video for you, but I haven't been able to edit it. Would love to get a computer, but right now we just can't do that, so I'm grabbing my phone. But the screen we've been using to screen and filter, yes, I know these look like sorry little plants, but we just transplanted them a couple days ago, and we filtered our own rock here. This is a self-filling, or what do I want to say? What's the right word here? I guess it's just an auto-filling. You never have to top it off with water. Kiddie pool wicking garden system that we're working on, and I have it unhooked right now. But these are pepper plants that we transplanted from the garden area so that we could do some work over that way. We transplanted took some suckers off of tomatoes, and I've got some worm castings and worms in each one of these containers, or a few of these containers. And we've got the small ones started. That's going to be ready partially for a winter garden. I have some cold frames that I'm working on, and I also, right over here, this is an interesting thing. This was our first load. I shot a video of it because I was so excited, but this was our first free load of stuff from Craigslist. And so what this is there was a Werner Ladder company that they had a manufacturing facility up about 45 minutes north of here, and a lot of guys took home the defects. Well, these things have been sitting for years. We went and picked them up, got a trailer load of them. We picked up these fiberglass ladder rails, and if you sandwich them together like this, they become really strong, and you can screw them together, or also use. We've been playing around with them just to test them, but we've also used pop rivets, and it's worked incredibly well. So we're going to use this for some building material, probably in our tiny home. And we have a couple of gardening projects that I'm not going to let you in on, but that we are working on. So looking back here with behind me, you can see the flat surface there. That's the basement, to the top of the basement. You can look back up here and you can see where we might be able to put our tiny home up there in a level patch. And we've got some garden area. But here's the cool thing. Jared Stanley from J&J Acres, he's going to be coming out here before long and helping us do a permaculture site design. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to record the whole process, and then we'll share it with you. And that'll be a production of A World for Change TV. So I'm really excited to be able to do that for you. And the purpose for that is so that not only does A World for Change TV have some incredible information to share to you all about what is involved with a permaculture site design, and what's it like to work with a permaculture design specialist or consultant, or a certified permaculture design consultant. But you know what's it going to be like to work with them, but also what can you expect to get out of working with somebody, and how much might it cost you, and what would this whole process be like? What's it going to feel like, and what's the benefits to you? So I'm walking here into the basement. You can see we have some things set up in here. A lot of this is Jerry's. However, I've kind of started to stuff my things in the corners and wherever they'll fit. Here's the grow tower that I've broken down. I've started to do a little work on it to remodel it, and we're going to put it back into use in the aquaponics system rather than in the hydroponics setup that I had before. And alongside that, then we will be able to run multiple vertical towers, and you can see some tubing that's back here, waiting to do something with it. This is an old tent that was junk. We were able to keep some of the canvas, and I was thinking about making a worm farm out of that tent material. I don't know if it'll work, but it's something that I had in mind anyway, and I don't know. It's just a thought. But here's my, well, down in here somewhere is the wind turbine. Yeah, here it is. I think this is the wind turbine over here. Yeah. So this is the wind turbine, and we need to figure out, where to put this. So this is all going to be part of the permaculture site design that we go through with Jared Stanley from J&J Acres. So here, it's kind of unique. We've got a backup battery bank. This battery bank, I'd have to let Jerry talk with you more about what's involved with the battery bank and the whole backup system and how it all works. It's something that we will get to at some point, but I just don't have time to do today and haven't had time to do here recently. And certainly, we're limited right now to the camera I'm holding in my hand, which is my cell phone. Here's the worm bins. Yesterday I was able to go through the red wiggler bin. This is the Alabama jumpers. They're starting to do incredible. I finally figured out the difference between the two, how to work with them, and I will shoot a video as soon as I can. I'll shoot a good, clean, nice video for you, and we'll start to learn together. Hopefully what I've learned will help you. And but yesterday or Sunday, 2 days ago, I took that the red wigglers, and Becky and I ran it through the worm casting separator, and then was able to filter out these worm castings. And this would be the second time that I've used it, but these are the worm castings. Here, let me slip it in here. Sorry for the shoddy camera work, but you can see there's already sprouts and seeds that made it through, coming up in the worm castings, and it's just So now I don't know how well that's going to patch back together. My phone just stopped recording for some reason. So hey, you know, I'm on an adventure with you, and I'm taking my phone along with me. The worm casting separator worked incredibly well. It's worked for me 2 times in a row with worm castings, and I've used it now once to filter sand and gravel. And out here in the wheelbarrow, you can see the finest screenings of sand that made it through the worm casting separator. Now this is the sand that we and you know, stuff that fell through the worm casting separator went down the main hopper, and then the rocks and the gravel came out the end, and that's what we used in the wicking beds. So the sand is what I'm going to use to put back into the worm bins to give them grit so that their bodies can function appropriately. I think they kind of have a gizzard, a little bit like a chicken, if I'm not mistaken. So, wow. Oh, boy, that was a mouthful. We sure did cover a lot of information, didn't we? And I hope it's been helpful. I hope it's given you some idea as to what's going on with my life. And, you know, heck, how we can all... I don't know. I just don't know. I hope that just me showing you what we're doing to become a little bit more self-sustaining, to become more self-sufficient, somehow can improve the quality of your life, and maybe it strikes a chord with you, or as somebody that watches this video, it'll strike a chord with them, and maybe it'll help humanity in the big picture. And so that's really what I want to do with my channel, here on my personal channel. It's going to become more, we're going to share with you the tiny house build. It's going to be cataloged from beginning to end. We're going to do some really unique things that nobody's ever done before in building a tiny house, or successfully done. There's been some people that have tried some things that we're going to attempt, and it's going to be highly custom. So maybe we'll share that via our YouTube channel here on the private channel, and let you discern whether or not that's something that you'd like to attempt, and hopefully it'll help somebody else. So more next time. I know I've ran my mouth for way too long, but thank you for being here. Your support means so much to me, and I just want you to know, you know, just thank you.